All right, so it's not bad enough there up at Boston College that you go 127th in total offense and go 3-9 and winless after two very productive bowl campaigns, winless in the ACC, but now guys are fleeing the program. So, of course, we got to get the lowdown from Dan Rubin from BC Interruption to help us sort this thing out. Dan, productive players, maybe not so productive players, but still guys transferring out of this program at a not alarming rate, but still three guys at this point, and there might be more.
Yeah, three guys gone in the first 24 hours of the season being over. Woke up on Monday morning, and it was virtually a fire sale of Boston College athletes. Before noon, two guys had announced their intention to transfer. Two of which were very notable too. Marcus Outlow, a running back out of Norwich, Connecticut, who was one of their top recruits a couple years ago with a huge running back class. He announced his intention to transfer. Sherman Alston, who had the run of all runs against USC, the reverse option that helped put BC ahead to stay against USC last year, was converted to wide receiver this year. He transfers out, announces his intention to transfer. And then later on at night, and as the day started to go across, Jordan Gowins, a running back who was finishing up his freshman year, he announced his intention to transfer. So three guys gone already. There's rumors of wide receivers getting ready to go. A couple older guys, a couple younger guys who are weighing their options. We've heard everything there is to hear from anybody who says this guy's going, this guy's staying. They got to figure this out with this guy. No one really knows afterwards, but it's a nasty set of circumstances when you're 72 hours after the end of the season and guys are either leaving or looking to leave. It was always going to be stories.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to make that decision. You wonder if they just took a cab right from Syracuse, right from the Carrier Dome, and didn't even hop on the team bus back to Boston College.
Hey, stranger things would have happened. The guys, it's funny when Marcus Outlaw was such a presence on social media, and social media is the devil of all devils when you want to find stuff out what guys are doing and where they're going. And Outlaw tweeted out that he was going out for dinner or was hanging out with Sherman Alston and Jordan Gowins the night before, and then he was roommates with Alston in college, and then the next day all three of them transfer. So I'm wondering what that dinner was like when they were out having, IHOP or whatever it was, getting some pancakes and talking about their future plans. Sounds like they all had made up their minds pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm sure there wasn't any dirty laundry aired concerning the coaching staff or anybody else during that little get-together.
No, none whatsoever.
All right, and also, I don't know what your barometer is on the performance of your athletic director, but Michigan's pretty high on Brad Bates.
Yeah, his name has surfaced as a potential candidate for the Michigan athletic director's job. There's a couple of tie-ins of Bates to the University of Michigan, which are pretty interesting. He was a walk-on under Schembechler up there at Michigan. He's a Port Huron, Michigan native. It has always referred to Michigan as his dream job. So I don't think anybody can really fault him for at least being interested in that job. I know you as an Ohio State guy would probably sit there and say, I don't know why anybody would consider Michigan a dream job, but I'm with you on that with, the OHIO, and I always screw that up, but I'll keep that going. But the search committee for Michigan also includes a former athletic director of Boston College, Brad Bates' predecessor, Gene DiFilippo, who was a great wartime consigliere for Boston College. He was tremendous in stewarding the program into the ACC at the time, and then left during the year Frank Spaziani's last year as head coach in 2012. And Brad Bates came in. Now Brad Bates is rumored as one of the candidates. I don't know how serious it is among some of the other names that are in there. Excuse me, they have Jeff Long in there from Arkansas. They have Joe Parker from Colorado State. Ward Manuel from UConn is also in there. All guys that are apparently tied to Michigan. So I don't know if Brad Bates is top of the list, middle of the list, just interested in the list. But anytime your name comes up, that tends to it casts a little bit of a shadow over the start of the postseason in football.
Dan Rubin from BC Interruption. Now, Dan, I got to tell you that after you got back into postseason play in 2013, led by the great Andre Williams, and then last season played one of the better, more entertaining bowl games against Penn State. I know you came down on the losing side, but a great game in overtime. I'm going to miss seeing the Eagles in postseason play this year. And then once we get all this bowl play out of the way, definitely want to nail you down and get your take on the 2015 Eagles. What went wrong? Did you expect it? And kind of fast forward things to 2016. So, keep that in mind. Keep me on your schedule, and we'll knock out that conversation here in the next month.
Absolutely. The offseason, always hope springs eternal. So it wasn't the season anyone hoped for or planned for in Chestnut Hill, but the future's always bright, and I'm sure in 2016 there'll be some type of a return.
All right, let's hold it on the transfers. Let's keep that number down, and hopefully keep a roster full for the spring here and Steve Adazio's next rebuilding plan.
Hey, I hope it's not due to anything bad there. I know a lot of the guys were fighting for reps, and everybody wants to play. So I'm sure guys are leaving for reps and for better fits and for an opportunity elsewhere. So that's my opinion of it. And like I said, things are bright despite the losing record and despite the struggles. They always, I still support what the coaching staff's trying to do there. It just I still think they're on the road to where they need to be. It's just sometimes you don't want to know how the sausage gets made. Sometimes you just want to taste its goodness.
And with that, we have to wrap it up because I have nothing to come back with on that one. Dan Rubin from BC Interruption. Always appreciate you checking in, Dan, giving us the lowdown on BC.
Absolutely, Mark. Anytime.